Howdy, assholes! Are you 13? Are you? Well, let me tell you something. If you're 13 years old or older, sit back, grab yourself some popcorn, enjoy the show. You're allowed to stay. But if you're not 13, get the fuck out. Right now. This show is not for you. It is not for children. It is for adults and young adults, and you should go ask your parents why they suck at their job because they're letting YouTube raise their kid. So yeah, go do that. Come back when you're 13. Enough said.
This one's not bad, but the last one was better. Like way better. Alright, Noah. Are you finally ready to finish off the original Godzilla series? The Showa era.
Indeed, good sir. Let's put a nice old top hat on this. Nice old top hat.
What's with the top hat?
Frank, where's the top hat? Where's the fucking top hat?
Alright, I don't see a problem with the top hat. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. So, Terror of Mechagodzilla. Terror of Mechagodzilla is the finale film to the original Toho series of films, and unfortunately, it's not as good as the last one, but at least it's not bad. Terror of Mechagodzilla is essentially I don't really know how to describe this. I still stand by the fact that the last film should have been the finale to the Showa series, but ultimately that's not how things went down, and this is the film we got instead. Noah, do you want to list the actors?
Very well, good sir. We have, hey, was that Katsuki? I know that. That's too early. Motherfucker ain't even born yet. We got Katsuhiko Sasaki as Akira Ichinose. Tomoko Ai as Katsura Mafune. We got Akihiko Hirata as Dr. Shinso Mafune. We got Katsumasa Ichide as Gyro. Murakoshi, a Interpol agent. We got Goto Matsumi as Mughal, the black hole alien leader. We got Toro Ibuki as Chusda. Weird name. We got a black hole alien lieutenant. Huh?
Maybe it's pronounced Suda?
Yeah, the T threw me off, so. Anyways, we have Kenji Shahada as General Segawa, Tadao Nakaruma. Oh, my bad. We got it's Tadao Nakamaru as Chief of Interpol Tagawa, and then we have Akinori Umezu as Boy Number 1.
Okay. That's a hell of a name.
Then we have fucking a new guy. Wait, is it a new guy? I don't recognize the name. Or maybe it's just me. We have Toru Kawai.
Yeah, it's a new guy.
Yes. Yeah, that's his fucking name. Toru Kawai.
Huh. Yeah, let's not get the horny dudes a reason to, say something in the comment section. Just move on.
But anyways, he's the one that's playing as Godzilla for this movie. We have Tatsumi Fuyamoto as Titanosaurus. Otherwise, as I like to call him, Big Fish.
Yeah.
And we have Kazunari Mori as the title of the movie, Mechagodzilla.
Indeed. And actually, before we move on, Ishiro Honda actually came back to direct this film. He took over from Jun Fukuda and he was the one who directed this film. Okay. First things first. Last time we saw Ishiro Honda direct a film, it was easily the worst Godzilla film there's ever been. And I understand that, everyone has their moments, everyone has times when they're not performing at their highest capacity. And to be fair, he made up for it in this film. But still, I kind of feel as though Ishiro Honda, I feel as though he forgot how to, direct a Godzilla film, because the last two attempts he had at it just didn't sit right. And this movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, this movie, I mean, it's not bad, it's just so many things are just out of place in this movie. It's insane to me. So, with that being said, Noah, are you ready to take a look at Terror of Mechagodzilla, also known as Terror of Godzilla, even though Mechagodzilla is clearly supposed to be the freaking antagonist to the film. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to talk about the film itself now. So, let's go ahead and give a brief little rundown. So, after the first defeat of Mechagodzilla, the Black Hole Planet 3 aliens have come to the conclusion that they need to repair and upgrade Mechagodzilla. I think they probably built him from scratch, because there wasn't really much left after Godzilla exploded his ass. But yeah.
Also, can we talk about one thing?
Yeah?
Can we talk about one thing? How the fuck are aliens not smart enough to reprogram Mechagodzilla and they had to kidnap a human?
You know, Noah, we'll talk about that in a second, but just be glad that these guys didn't. Just be glad that these guys weren't smart enough to wait until 2020 and run on the Democratic board for president in America, because then they would have been unstoppable.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Mm-hmm. Democrats would have stole the election for them, just like they did with Biden, and y'all can't cancel me for shit, pussies! Anyways, back to the actual film itself. Yeah, so they decide to upgrade and repair Mechagodzilla. However, they do not want to take any chances. So, when a mad scientist by the name of Dr. Mifune turns against mankind because they ridiculed him for believing in a giant monster that lives under the ocean and is peaceful to humankind?
In a world where they're infested with giant monsters?
Literally? Okay, I'm starting to wonder just how smart the Japanese government is in these films anyway, because, I mean, how many different movies have they tried shooting at these gigantic monsters and just kept beating a dead horse with a stick, and it doesn't work? Just, you know what, let's not question the Japanese government's methods. They're not effective anyway. So yeah, essentially, Dr. Mifune got ridiculed for believing that there was a giant undersea monster that was named Titanosaurus that was also gentle and peaceful to humankind. And once he turns against humanity, the aliens see this as an opportunity to reinforce their battle strategy and mind control Titanosaurus so that now he is a monster that will do their bidding and fight Godzilla alongside Mechagodzilla. And this time, Godzilla has no allies. So the question is, can he defeat this duo of evil? Or, well, will the Earth suffer?
Find out next time on the next episode of Wait, that's the wrong series.
Okay, I like the little reference there. Anyways, alright, so let's go ahead and get the human section out of the way. Good God, what happened? What happened? Why? Why did the last film did so goddamn good with the human aspect? And it's not to say that this movie doesn't have compelling characters. It's not to say that this movie does a bad job with the humans, but just so many goddamn dumb decisions. it just doesn't make sense to me. And goddamn, what the hell happened with the editing when like during the Katsura chase when Titanosaurus was attacking Tokyo? What happened with the editing job there? What, like, is it meant to imply that they're teleporting or like warping around the place? In comparison to the last movie, this movie's human aspect looks like dog shit held up on a pedestal. The only thing the humans do in this movie that's worth a damn at all is assist Godzilla by finding Titanosaurus' weakness and using it to weaken Titanosaurus for Godzilla to defeat the monster. And I don't know if Titanosaurus died at the end of this film or if he was just incapacitated. I seriously hope he was just incapacitated, because if they killed off Titanosaurus in such an ungodly, disgusting manner, then I'm gonna be pissed. Speaking of Titanosaurus, Noah, you want to talk about the monsters?
Well, boys, we're gonna have some nice sushi tonight. Unless the sushi eats us. Which, given the size of the said sushi, it might be possible that we're the ones getting eaten.
Okay, I approve of that joke. That's actually pretty damn nice. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's just go ahead and run through Godzilla and Mechagodzilla first. Godzilla, the suit is the exact same as the last film. And it doesn't even have any upgrades to the face or anything. It's literally the exact same Godzilla from the last movie, just not exactly used, not exactly used the way that a lot of people would suspect, because the wiring work for when the monsters are fighting and throwing each other around is just bad. It's bad. It's just, oh my god. Like, how the hell can Godzilla, in mid-flight while he's flying towards a freaking mountain, all of a sudden say, fuck you, gravity, and just jump over it without touching the ground?
I mean, not the first instance where kaijus have defined gravity.
I know, but just compared to the last movie, bro, it's just not good. It's just sad. And don't even get me started on Titanosaurus' fight with Godzilla while Mechagodzilla was watching. Noah, do you want to talk about this?
Well, which fight are we talking about again? My memory's a bit foggy.
The lip fight.
Oh.
Yeah. Roll the clip! Jesus Christ, what the hell were they thinking? I don't understand. Like, just so much of this film. Like, I get that maybe they were trying to keep it goofy because maybe they were trying to appeal to children a little bit more, because this movie does seem to be a bit less violent than the last one. But that just honestly did not work in this film's favor. And as for Mechagodzilla's design in this film, it's the same as last time, just different aesthetic and slightly different color. And his tags are, like, gone. Still amazing, but, I mean, ultimately there's nothing new here to talk about, and I don't really see a problem with that. In fact, I'd say Mechagodzilla is the best part of this movie, especially with his upgrade. Noah?
Let's not forget the fact that they upgraded Mechagodzilla to not be killed like the last time.
Exactly, that's what I was just talking about. Because now Godzilla can pull off his head, and are we allowed to show that on YouTube?
I mean, it's not human, so...
Okay, fair enough. Unblur it. There you go. Mechagodzilla's butt plug attached to his neck. Jesus Christ. I can't. Alright, I approve of this change. I do. This is awesome. It looks so goddamn stupid. I love it. It's
Yeah.
oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't have words. I don't have words, Noah. I don't have words.
Oh, there are
Anyways,
none needed.
let's talk about Titanosaurus. Cause I honestly can't deal with that. I'm gonna die laughing if I keep looking at that. Yeah, Titanosaurus. Titanosaurus is a beast in this movie. Not like in his fights against Godzilla, because obviously Godzilla overwhelms him when freaking he's alone and fighting without Mechagodzilla by his side. Um, and yeah, Titanosaurus is he's basically an aquatic, a more aquatic version of Godzilla. He's essentially how do I describe him? Like he he has fish features, and he also has skin that resembles that of a theropod dinosaur, as well as an upper body that does. Um, and honestly, I think that Titanosaurus's design, even though it is kind of difficult to explain, I think he's one of the cooler monsters in the series that we've seen so far. Even if his goddamn roar and cackle make me want to rip his jaw off and throw it and shove it down his throat.
Nearly as annoying as fucking Balloon Boy.
Yep, that's no shit. And honestly, I don't like. We've talked about the monsters there. Let's talk about the fights itself. Unfortunately, seeing as how Toho is in the business of conserving money at this point, which not a problem with that, we do get to see quite a bit of stock footage from the prior film Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, which is so goddamn annoying. Why do they keep using stock footage? That like seriously, this is there are seriously clips in this movie that are the exact same from the prior film, and it is getting on my goddamn nerves. Thank God that we are not going to have to deal with much more stock footage until... Oh, I'm dreading the thought of that movie. Anyways, so Noah, who would you recommend this film to audience-wise?
Well, that depends. Which version of the movie are we using?
Both. Screw it, both.
Oh, well, I'd say probably for some of the older side, because there's one scene in particular that's not meant for kids.
Yep. And that would be Katsura's surgery. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the violence is toned down, but I can still definitely see why this film was considered not to be for children. They literally have a scene where Katsura is inebriated or almost inebriated, and she is having surgery done to her so they can implant her with the with the servers and wires and shit to control Mechagodzilla. Which, like Noah said in the beginning of the film, or in the beginning of this review, is a really dumb idea, but whatever. As for who I would recommend this film to, honestly, I mean, I would recommend it to hardcore Godzilla fans, obviously, because, yeah, there's a lot that you're gonna like, but outside of the hardcore Godzilla fans, I don't really know of any real audiences I can recommend this movie to. Definitely not like young kids, and definitely not freaking people who don't like definitely not people who don't like the aspect of, you know, surgery and cyborgs. Um but like the last film, if you're a fan of science fiction films, sci-fi, you're probably going to enjoy this film because it is pretty damn impressive on that aspect, even if the human side of the story is lackluster. And yeah. Noah, what else can we say about this film? Because I feel like it's empty.
Well, I got something for you, actually.
Okay. Alright. Alrighty. Well, that's, yeah, that's that. That is the final, chapter of the original Godzilla series. And unfortunately, it was less than entertaining. At least for some people. And yeah, that's basically it for the original Showa series. Join us tomorrow when we go ahead and recap everything about the Showa series and talk about the Showa series in a final update. Before we move on to the next
Era.
yeah, well, not the next era, because the next thing we gotta review is Hanna-Barbera.
True.
So yeah,
True.
with that, I will leave you guys with the single coolest entrance that Godzilla has ever made in the series, directly from this movie. Noah, cue it up.
Alright, y'all know the drill. Like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Y'all want more videos, right? More kick-ass shit? Well, good, because I want more views. Let's help each other on this.